best beaches in St. Croix, West End side. Dorsch. Just past the fish market and south of downtown Frederiksted is this lovely stretch of sandy beach. Dorsch Beach is a wonderful place to unwind and spend the day, since it has soft, white sand and lots of shade from palm and sea grape trees. On weekends and holidays, locals go to Dorsch Beach, which is often peaceful and serene throughout the week. There is hardly much to view while snorkeling because the bottom is largely made up of sand. The West End's tranquil waters, however, are excellent for floating and swimming. Additionally, a number of diving spots offshore are accessible from the shore or by boat. Dorsch Beach is a beautiful place to see the sunset and has a great view of Frederiksted Pier. Frederiksted. The beach closest to the cruise ship pier is Frederiksted Beach, also called Fort Frederick Beach. The park across the street is a great place for young children to play, and there are some trees here that offer shade from the sun. You could easily spend the entire day here, unwind, and then watch the sun go down with the availability of public restrooms, picnic tables, and lots of open space. This beach's calm water makes it a good place for swimming, paddleboarding, and snorkeling. Sandcastle. Although Sandcastle Beach is actually a part of Dorsch Beach, it is best known as the location of cottages by the sea in Sandcastle on the beach resort. There is some structure along this lovely long stretch of beach where you can go snorkeling. The calm waters at Sandcastle Beach are ideal for swimming, kayaking, paddleboarding, and snorkeling. Rent some beach chairs and an umbrella for shade, and treat yourself to lunch at the restaurant and bar that are located right on the sand. Sandy Point. Sandy Point National Wildlife Refuge is the name of the beach in official documents. The beach at Sandy Point, which is on the west end of St. Croix, is simply breathtaking. One of the longest stretches of sandy white beach in the Caribbean, it boasts crystal clear blue water. Although there is little to no shade and no amenities at this beach, it is typically less crowded than many of the West End beaches. With the exception of the months of April through August, when it is completely closed due to turtle nesting season. This beach is only open on weekends, including holiday weekends. But despite its exclusivity, Sandy Point is even more rewarding when it's open. Butler Bay. The west end of the island is where Butler Bay Beach is situated, not far from Sprat. There are some tide pools where you can find lots of little fish, and you can go snorkeling. This beach is quiet and serene due to its remote location, has plenty of sand for sunbathing or playing in, and the water is usually calm due to its west end location. Butler Bay also has some trees that provide shade for people who want to keep cool. This beach is nice for letting your dog run around on, and it has lots of rocks and tiny shells to explore, but the occasionally strong currents make it unsuitable for open water swimming. Sprat. On the west end of St. Croix, north of Rainbow Beach, and across from the Sprat Plantation, the Sprat Beach is situated just outside the town of Frederiksted. Although this beach is somewhat rocky, the calm water makes for excellent snorkeling. Since the water is usually calm in this area, swimming is also a good option. Alternatively, you can stroll along a mile of beach as the sun sets nearby. Sprat Beach lacks amenities, so if you want to spend the day there, bring a chair and sunscreen. LaGrange. On St. Croix, LaGrange Beach is a great place to relax. It is situated halfway between Rainbow Beach and the Frederiksted Pier. With a nice stretch of sand and generally calm waters, this beach is a great place to go swimming. Previously, Coconuts on the Beach, which is now closed, called this place home. The good news is that there is some shade and lots of parking close by. On days when cruise ships are in port, this section of beach is also busy. North Shore, North Star Bay. Between Davis Bay and Cane Bay on the north shore of St. Croix is where you'll find North Star Bay Beach. Great snorkeling and even better scuba diving can be found at this beach. In fact, diving there is a local favorite. The ocean depth drops from about 30 feet to 10,000 feet 200 yards off the coast, so the water is quite deep here. Due to the abundance of marine life, it is a great place for snorkelers and scuba divers, accessible from shore or by boat. Since this beach is well known, you might want to visit during the week rather than on the weekend if you're looking for a more tranquil setting. Davis Bay. The North Shore is home to Davis Bay Beach, also known as Carambola Beach. Renaissance Carambola Beach Resort is located on this lovely beach. Davis Bay is a true paradise with a wide expanse of white sand and green hills in the background. Rolling hills, loads of palm trees, and steep cliffs that are being doused by the ocean mist of pounding waves may all be found here. Visit the beach for a leisurely day of lounging in the sun while reading a good book, or take advantage of the on-site water sports. You found your beach if this sounds amazing. Cane Bay. Locals and tourists alike enjoy hanging out at Cane Bay Beach. Because it is a one-stop beach with everything, it is also a popular place for families to spend time with their children and dogs. A simple and enjoyable beach day is made possible by having access to many bars and restaurants for the beach. There are many activities available to keep you busy. Play volleyball, relax on some beach chairs with a good book, soak up some Caribbean sun, or go for a swim in the warm, clear water. The most popular activities around here are scuba diving and snorkeling, because Cane Bay provides quick access from the shore to excellent snorkeling and shore diving at the famous wall. Columbus Landing. On the island's north shore in the Salt River Bay Historical and Ecological Preserve is Columbus Landing Beach. The fact that Christopher Columbus' crew met the natives here during his second voyage to the Americas in 1493 makes this beach, where a native village once stood in the 1400s, historically significant. This beach is fairly remote and doesn't get a lot of traffic. You will likely be the only ones there most of the time. The water is suitable for swimming, and a coral is nearby where you may go snorkeling. Other than that, the bottom is mostly grassy with intermittent sandy patches. Offshore offers some excellent diving as well, and a number of nearby dive shops provide boat dives in this region. Annalee Bay and tide pools. Over the hill from Carambola Resort on the North Shore are Annalee Bay Beach and tide pools. It's a little challenging to get to these beautiful tide pools. Either you must hike here, or you must drive to the beach in a four-wheel drive vehicle and hike from there. If you decide to drive there, be aware that the road is challenging to navigate, or hire an off-roading tour company that is knowledgeable. Be sure to keep in mind that the hike is somewhat challenging. We assure you that all of your effort will be worthwhile once you arrive. It's more than just breathtaking. At these stunning tidal pools, you will be completely surrounded by nature and all of its splendor. Hibiscus. The former Hibiscus Beach Resort, or Turtle Bay Beach Resort, in Little Princess inspired the name of this beach, which is found on the island's north shore. You can walk down the beach to the resort at Pelican Cove to buy food and drinks, because Hibiscus Beach is right next to Pelican Cove Beach. When the current isn't too strong, the slightly rocky beach makes for excellent snorkeling. Salt River. On the north shore of St.Croix, Salt River Beach is situated on Salt River Bay. There are several water sport businesses there, as well as the Salt River Marina. There are numerous kayak tours that enter and exit this area, and a full moon makes it especially stunning. Given that Salt River Bay has fantastic underwater canyons, teeming with marine life, dive tours are also offered from the bay. The Nature Conservatory has protected the beach and bay, and both are worth visiting. A variety of ecological habitats, including coral reefs, the largest remaining mangrove forest in the U.S. Virgin Islands, freshwater marshes, saltwater ponds, and endangered bird and turtle species, are all protected by Salt River Bay, in Pelican Cove, which is dotted with swaying palm trees and home to 2 hotels and a condominium complex, has something to offer for everyone. Pelican Cove Beach may have some rocky areas, but there are also areas that are good for swimming. Just be careful because there may be a strong current here. Just off the beach, there is a reef section that is excellent for snorkeling. Christiansted, Protestant Cay. On Protestant Cay, near the hotel on the quay, is where you'll find Protestant Cay Beach. This tiny island is situated in Christiansted Harbor, not far from the city center. It can be reached for a small fee via a quick ferry ride that leaves from the boardwalk close to Fort Christian Baird. If you are staying in town, Protestant Cay is an excellent choice because it offers the only beach access in the heart of Christiansted. Rentable lounge chairs abound, and there are many palm trees to offer shade. Sand makes up the bottom of the shallow water. Due to the generally calm water, this is a great beach for families with young children who want to swim. There is excellent snorkeling in the Cay's northern region as well. Keep a watch out for conch, schools of young fish, starfish, and more. Buck Island. Turtle Beach, Buck Island. Nearly 1.5 miles off the northeast coast of St. Croix. On the west side of Buck Island is Turtle Beach, which is absolutely stunning. Long stretches of sugary white sand and pristine waters make up this area. Enjoy the warmth of the sun's rays by lying on the sun-kissed sand. This area is a great place to swim and practice using your snorkeling equipment because the current is typically calm. If you feel up to it, you can hike up the island or simply take a stroll along the beach. If you decide to go on the hike, be sure to bring sturdy walking shoes. Be sure to bring your sunscreen and a hat because this island oasis doesn't offer much shade. South Shore. Halfpenny. The South Shore of St. Croix is home to Halfpenny Beach, also known as Annalee Bay or Halfpenny Bay. Locals frequently visit this beach, which is frequently busy, particularly on the weekends. It boasts a mile-plus expanse of sand that is ideal for choosing the ideal location. Since there are no facilities nearby, pack sunscreen, lots of water, and a beach chair. Due to its length of a mile and generally relatively soft sand, this section of beach is also excellent for strolling. Therefore, this is a perfect location if you're searching for a place to walk your dog, go for a run, or have a romantic beach stroll. Buccaneer, Mermaid, Grotto and Whistle. Within the boundaries of the Buccaneer Hotel, there are 3 magnificent beaches. You can enjoy these beaches even if you are not a visitor to the Buccaneer, because all of St. Croix's beaches are open to the public by law. When you arrive on the Buccaneer site, proceed right to the security gate, where the on-duty guard will direct you to the appropriate parking area. The beaches at the Buccaneer often have enough of parking available, as well as nearby restrooms, dining options, and refreshment kiosks with fresh water.